and Silence Abounds for Alan Wake 2. I played the first game, didn't even finish it because I didn't really care for it, but this game is changing directions, being completely survival horror apparently, which is why I'm here playing it. That said, I do know the cusp of the first game because of other means. But that's all. Let me go into this. Options. Let's give the options a quick rundown. Controls. Sprint, dodge, reload, flashlight, flashlight boost. I suppose. Cool. Okay. Let's do this. New game. Alright, give me one moment. Well, yeah. That's obviously easy. I'm gonna go with normal. Whenever I play games, I tend to choose normal. One thing I hope they don't incorporate in this one, they had a slow-mo effect in the first game for everything. Whether you were dodging somebody or whether it was some bullshit like some bullshit enemy coming up, they always had to fucking put the slow motion shit on. I really hope they don't do this.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way.
I'm impressed that 13 years later they got the original voice actor back.
This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces. I start by playing as a naked guy in the middle of a forest. Are they gonna go? I actually want to say they're gonna go for nudity. Can I see this guy's dick? Not really. I don't know if they actually even animated him with one, but at least his gut is keeping it from being seen. I don't know if this is reality or within the lake, but interesting enough, I suppose. I know the general premise of this game. It's kind of like almost like a spin on the medium. The medium has Marianne, and she goes between real world and spirit world. This game has Saga and what's his face, and one is in one world and one is the other. So similar take on the medium, but with a different character in each plane of existence.
Where'd he gone?
I just gotta say, if you're hiking out in the woods and you see a naked guy running around, what would you do? would you just run the fuck away, or would you say, oh shit, maybe that motherfucker's in need, maybe he needs some help or some shit? Because honestly, I'm not sure which one I'd do. Because at one point, I feel like running away or like walking away would just make you an asshole. But on the other hand, it's a matter of safety. You know what the fuck this naked guy's all about. Maybe he's hopped up on drugs. Maybe he's gonna get violent. You don't fucking know. Just saying. Either way, I think this is more like a prologue sort of thing. I really don't think. I'll give it this though. Graphics are beautiful. So far, the sound is beautiful. Which, by the way, the stream does not capture the essence of the sound. I can tell that right now. It really doesn't. I hate to tell you this game, but many of your cliches and tropes are too blasé to me now for me to give a fuck about them. By the way, I did use the sprint button earlier and it didn't work. So they just weren't allowing me to use it until it told me to. Ah, these assholes are back. But now I don't have any light source, like a flashlight, or a flare, or a stun gun. Or, well, no, a flare gun. Good to see that the old enemies are still back. Now I just wonder how much of the original combat-oriented gameplay is maintained. Because survival horror can have combat, it just shouldn't be the focus. Okay, so that was definitely, I was supposed to die there. Alan Wake 2. In case you forgot what motherfucking game you were playing.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Deputy's fucked up. Few things right out the gate. Firstly, I get it's supposed to be disorienting, because a few things, but I hate those little like cuts of the camera all the time, like they had like with the Ed people running away. I hate that type of shit. I just don't like it. Never have. It's especially prevalent on some things, like the original live action opening for Resident Evil 1. A second thing is that those antler masks they were wearing reminds me just of what was that game called? Absoloth End of Gods. Reminds me of that game. Did a playthrough on that one too. That game sucks ass, by the way. Wouldn't recommend it. And lastly, the beginning of this game very much reminded me of Resident Evil 7 because it's an overview camera of the car driving on the road and talking on the phone to somebody. So it just gave me Resident Evil 7 vibes. With all those things out of the way, let's continue.
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Return 1. Invitation. So what do you call chapters returns instead? Goals. Get to the crime scene, find the deputies.
Before we get swallowed up by the trees.
I'm
should
not
take a
in the
look at that
FBI, nor have I ever been in the FBI. But, fuck me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the uniform would be better than this. Like, except for the gun and the jacket that has the letters FB and I on it, she could be any regular civilian. Just saying. Like, I figured there'd be a bigger touch to the uniform than that. Some people would argue, well, is it enough that they just have the FBI jacket on? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I assume they probably have their badges too, but I don't know. I just feel like there, maybe it's the real uniform. I don't know. I just feel like there should be more to it.
You're the one who wanted to switch.
I think I hear someone.
I'm not walking all
Interesting.
Quit your belly aching. Hey, over here.
It's about fucking
Hey there.
time.
Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
So here's something else here at the bat. Did they, I'll talk about this. Did they remark on the whole gender stereotype thing just now? Kinda, yeah. But I'll forgive it. Why? Because one, small thing, not a big deal. At least not yet. And two, because in a situation like this, I'm pretty sure that's what would naturally happen. Unless it's ham-fisted or shoehorned in, I don't mind shit like that.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Trying to find some place to fuck.
City folk, cried Thornton. But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell 'em about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton.
Wait, so Thornton can just hear
We
willy-nilly
reckon
without
there
even
are
holding the
some,
button? I call bullshit a little
organs
bit.
that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, but you know, inside.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell 'em I'm here waiting. I'll show 'em around.
They got it, Thornton.
The circle button is for the... Oh. Okay. That was automatic. I thought it was
Before
at
we
the
get to the
crouch.
crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Is this going to have a lot of investigation to it?
I need to think through the facts of the case.
Yep. I do have a question one thing, though. Who the fuck names their daughter Saga? The fuck?
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To
No.
sift through clues and work the case.
Oh,
Building the
no.
Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
Ah. Why am I oh-knowing and awing? I think, like, I don't remember all of them. I've played, like, 2 or 3 games with some Mind Palace type bullshit in them before that are all investigative. The only one I can remember at the top of my head is Twin Mirror. But I played, like, a 1 or 2 more than that, too. Oh my god, this thing's using the Mind Palace thing. Here's my issue with this. Is this a bad idea, the whole Mind Palace thing? No, it's not. But when you take something that one game did and replicate it in other games, it gets tiring. Like the whole climbing of fucking towers in goddamn Assassin's Creed, that next thing you know, every fucking game starts emulating after, like Far Cry and whatnot. Like, fuck your fucking towers. Oh,
Everything
Jesus.
we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
The case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. Motherfuck. You can use that to move around. Murder method? Slight difference in murders. Bloating only commonality in bodies, but not cause of death. Exposure to water post-mortem? Bruising on wrists and legs. Deep gash in the chest. Heart missing. All bodies experience bloating. I guess these are the 3 victims, huh? So this fucker was probably the other guy. What? Bruising, heart moved, large chest wound. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. The Cauldron-like murders. A series of murders have occurred around the town of Bright Falls. Finding the connections will help us out search the killer. Jack fucking shit. Killer profile. Post-mortem tattooing of the body. Murder targets of discernible common traits.
Chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. I mean, is there anything else I can do here?
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just
What?
getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Visiting the Mind Palace doesn't pause the game? Are you smoking fucking crack, game?
Hey, Casey.
Okay, it's bad enough in a game like Resident Evil 5 or 6 when you access the inventory mid-gameplay, right? That's bad enough. And by the way, I've only ever played those two games co-op, and I've been told the AI is atrocious. But I've only ever played those games co-op. But even then, I understand how bad it is. This is going to basically a different fucking menu. How the fuck are you not gonna pause the fucking game
You putting
when
me
you
in
visit that
charge.
fucking thing?
Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
Got a point there. I do sense some issues though, because they are putting more emphasis on it. Because she's supposed to be like some like what new deputy or some shit, and now he's like giving her what I at least perceive to be undue compliments and praise. Like again, if you want to praise a sort of newbie for being like the best and all that, then go for it. But show the
You okay
audience
to jump
that.
down?
I'm not that old.
And here's why I have a problem with it above all else. First off, it's a bit pandering. But secondly, because this bitch will only do as good as I do. So there's no need for the bullshit. Basically, I don't care about characters talking about each other like, oh, he's the best ever. Fucking show me it. Or especially if it's in a game. Like, if it's the playable character, if it's the player character, I don't need that at all, because it's me. Mirror Peak. The mighty mountain in the distance is no other than the Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory. Neat. So this is like one of those nature trails. I gotta say, despite their bullshit banter, I'm into the scenery. And I can tell you right now, I will probably not use the Mind Palace very fucking much because first off, it's a fucking Mind Palace and I don't care for it much. But secondly, because it doesn't pause the fucking game.
Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Nature gives you a headache? I love nature. I can't go on hikes much because of my fucked up knees, but I love nature, personally. The only time I don't like nature is when it doesn't like me. I don't want to get stung by some bullshit or bitten by some asshole.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
What's your problem with nature, bitch? You cocksucking whoremonger. What's your problem with nature?
Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain.
Fucking
The only
umbrella. Just
thing
get a
around
fucking
here that
raincoat.
feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
General store. That would be the convenience store.
Try explaining it one more time.
How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan?
General store, Cauldron Lake.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Alrighty.
So, FBI, huh?
Fucks it look like. Then again, maybe it doesn't look like anything.
Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootout nuts with the mob?
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What?
Wasn't that the CIA?
Those are real? You guys hiring?
He's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Okay, that's not how. Sorry, this is bothering me. That's not how radios work. Like, people can't just listen in willy-nilly unless you're holding the fucking speaker button. The speaker button is there for a reason. Give me a second. Like, I'm just saying, it's bothering me. I've used radios. I know how they work. They shit.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks,
Looks like they
Deputy.
touched at least one
No
thing.
tar. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
Well, probably not, because as far as I can tell, the only thing between
Step
them is
one.
that they're
Examine the corpse.
all essentially bloated, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
You want your first key image. You can use it to caseboard inside the Mind Palace. To see active clues, the key image can be selected with that and placed on the thingy.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Realistically, yeah. Another body has been found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. Need to see if this is linked to the killings we're here to investigate. Consistent with previous murders. Okay, I gotta say, already I'm finding this Mind Palace to be extremely redundant. Here's why. I've played plenty of investigative games before. I'll use a very simple one as an example. Actually, I'll use some Batman games. Or here's another example, Spider-Man games. Here's another example, The Wolf Among Us. Those all have investigative qualities in them. What do they all have in common? You solve cases. What do they all not have in common? The Mind Palace. And like, as far as I can see right now, and this is why I'm saying this game's Mind Palace doesn't seem to do anything crazy whatsoever. Like, it seems like all I'm doing is putting together the pieces. Why can't I just put together the pieces in the real fucking world instead of going to the bullshit Mind Palace? And you can't, it doesn't even pause the fucking game. So as of right now, I don't care for the Mind Palace. I find it to be very much redundant. But who knows? Maybe my mind can change on that.
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Interrupted, maybe?
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. That's not right.
Well, it's not right. Aren't I just putting these damn things where they're supposed to be? Fine. God damn it.
Nope.
The open question. There's a spot for a right the fuck here. I automatically don't care. Can I just, like, do something else? Oh my goodness.
From chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind.
This is what I'm doing.
More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Jesus fucking Christ. Or do I have to, like, put it on a specific fucking question? Jesus fucking Christ. The clues have resolved the open fucking question and unlocked the deduction. As you advance the investigation... Yeah, I see it. Murderer matches prey, case interrupted.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues.
Is all this horseshit really not possible without the fucking Mind Palace?
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Probably.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a
Or
camera?
somebody was just incompetent.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Yeah, the fucking case board. I fucking know it. Fuck you mean for later?
Was he killed here, or brought here after? For display. Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
I love how talking to the additional guy didn't really help that with that much.
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Thank fuck.
Clicking yet?
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
I'm starting to understand. Okay, here's my thing about it. I'm starting to understand this mind palace better, but I still find it redundant.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's
Waiting
been
for
missing
him or
13
just
years.
somebody?
Why here? Why now?
I mean, it was him, but I'm saying, like, as far as she knows.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
You can use profiling inside the thingy who's to get inside their thingies.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years.
Yes, it's been established.
How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Okay. At this point, I have issues. Being able to tell certain things, I mean, the mind palace is still redundant, but being able to deduce certain things from evidence, got you. But what the fuck was that?
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Like the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Or let me fucking guess.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
So that's all done. Check the lakeshore. Let me do
The lake
that.
is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
And at this point, most of this fucking game was just investigative. I thought this, like, not that I mind investigative shit, but isn't this supposed to be survival horror? Okay, this doesn't feel like a survival horror game so far.
picnic area. Congratulations. This is where we came from. Where's the fucking lake? Not the worst place, but where the fuck is the fucking lake? Let this be a warning to you, fellow trespassers. They say the lake is a caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano, or the sinkholes it leaves in its wake. But if that's not true, but what if that's not true? What if it's something else? Something less natural and much more man-made, intentional. I say the lake isn't formed, it's designed. And it has a purpose. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery ready to be activated by the press of a button. And the people with the button, they're in that big house by the lake, preparing. I know it. Cool enough, I suppose, and a cool symbol, but where the fuck is the fucking lake? I guess I'll go this way. I'll tell you this, though. At least this game has a functional fucking map.
Lost, Anderson. This one of your hunches, Anderson?
Did you fuck yourself, Mr. Guy?
Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time?
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
I didn't know trees got that big.
Tracks. Barefoot.
Guy, you're in fucking Washington, and you didn't know trees get that big? This must be your very first day in Washington. Like, you must have just been posted here.
Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
So what, the killer is Alan Wake?
The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message. Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
something was put inside him, in his chest. I must find out what. I think he came from the lake, but his tracks make no sense.
Too many unknowns. Doesn't make sense. Asking wrong questions. Alright. I will give this game praise for its quick transition from Mind Palace to real world and vice versa. But I will give some disappointment here too. So this game was touted as survival horror, which quite frankly is the reason why I got it. I know. Here's the thing though. This is Alan Wake 2. And at this point, it's starting to feel like Alan Wake himself is going to be the background character to his own fucking sequel. I feel like Saga Anderson here is the real main character. And while I do believe this game is survival horror, I feel like it's only survival horror with Alan Wake segments. I feel like her segments is like an investigative game. And if that's the case, I'll probably still play it, but in that case, I don't know if it's worth doing a playthrough on anymore. So if I don't continue this playthrough, that's why. Yes, I fucking know.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been...
See, that's what I mean. Like, I already knew all that. Like, it made me put these papers on the board for basically no reason, for information I already knew. That's why I'm saying it's fucking redundant.
Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue. A witch with no heart. A strange echo of Al murder.
There is no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape. And yet there are so many mysterious stories about the lake. It being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. The legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers. There's actually a real-life urban legend like that's a Japanese one. I forget the fucking name, but it's like this bitch is supposed to like have like a cut face or something like that, and then like she'll be wailing for her children or something, and then like if you don't have them, she'll kill you. I forget all the shit, but there's a Japanese folklore like that actually. If she was not a witch before, she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf. Or so the legend says.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative to do...
To do what?
Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses
Get the fuck
to their
out of the
design?
fucking lake.
All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
You made it back.
You do realize you're doing exactly what the manuscript
Hope you didn't
says.
get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure.
I'd
But
say
the coroner
ASAP,
won't
but-
be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Deer Diner in town.
I'm sorry, but this is a bit bullshit. Here's why, okay? Everybody has their own role to play, okay? Now, the coroner's out of town, right? Fair enough. Here's the thing. I may be wrong about this, but from the way I see things, some FBI agent isn't going to sit there and be an acting coroner for this case because of that. What's going to happen is they're going to say, I mean, first off, there should be more than one coroner, but even if there is one, they're going to say, hey, we know you're off, but there was a motherfucking body here. We need you to do your thing, right? And whether he likes it or not, he's going to come back in and do his thing, and then he'll report his findings to the FBI. That's how I see this happening realistically. I just got to call a little bit of bullshit on this. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. The car. Drive to Bright Falls and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they've seen much stuff this gruesome.
I mean, why not?
Can't
I mean,
fit
I
the
wouldn't know.
clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe.
Dude, people use tripods for all sorts of shit these days. They'll use it for anything. They have a thing called a fucking selfie stick. Which, by the way, I hate the word selfie. I prefer self-portrait.
And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Was this our car? I forget which car was ours. But no, we're FBI. We're in an unmarked car. So do I actually drive? Is it more like fast travel? Let's find out.
I can't get that
Fast travel.
page out of my
Understood.
head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Sure you fucking are.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Bright Falls, Washington. I really fucking hope this bitch isn't like the main portion of the game. Because I really do feel like they're relegating Alan Wake away from his own shit. Like, once this diner business is done, we better see Alan Wake. Because I just don't care for this investigative shit. I really don't. Or hell, honestly, what I might do, and this might be a bit weird for a playthrough, but I might do it this way, is I might do all this boring investigative shit off screen, but then actually stream when I get to Alan Wake. That's what I might do. Straight up. And if I did that, then I would still do a review, because even though part of it was off screen, it would mean that I still experienced it for myself, so I can still review it myself. Anywho. Anytime. I like that. You can't, you don't know how many fucking public parking spaces I've seen that are like 2 hours.
Oh, don't care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's all much. Never enough coffee.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my... I mean, our dear. We'll be the belle of the ball. You.
Oh dear diner. Not gonna lie, this probably would be my favorite place in town.
Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
I'll say this.
We've
Fuck coffee.
the case files you sent over, Sheriff.
Fuck coffee, but I'll tell you this. A hot chocolate with either a cherry and or chocolate satin pie sounds pretty fucking good. Even right about now.
Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Culver Lake was fenced off.
I'm gonna guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was
Is that cherry pie? I swear to God, you, sir, are amazing. You have great taste. And I hope you have a good day. I hope you get laid. And I hope you get a bonus.
That happened. I still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed.
Ew, this guy looks a bit greasy.
Don't take your mind off things.
This guy looks like he hasn't bathed in a few days and slept in just as long. Or I guess he looks sickly, I guess. Dude, I haven't been to a diner in a long fucking time. I should go to one of these damn things again.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw.
You're not being charged with anything. You know how I know this is the fucking FBI.
Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
I'm choosing the bottom one because the top one just sounds accusatory.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
They're a cherry pie too. You guys are awesome too. I wish nothing but good graces on either one of you.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
Not saying it wasn't perfectly legal. You fuck.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
No, not necessarily.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree. The cult of the tree."
Now that's more like it.
The tree. Oh, and then we found her. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Then you found a fucking what?
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree bag, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
How can you tell? Oh my. How can you just tell that? Okay. Dude. Unless I already compared this game to the medium once. Unless they're telling me this bitch has like medium/psychic powers or some shit, I don't buy it. Cause how could you tell that? Dude, this game is really suspending my disbelief here.
The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
How can you tell that? God! Game, you'd better give me some fucking explanation on this, because my fuck. And okay. Like I said, here's my issue. Okay? Not only was that mind palace section just now, like not only was it totally unrealistic with her just figuring shit out like that, like some fucking how, but now I'm just questioning this bitch again because of it. They already entered the one sentence. Oh, we also found a, could you really not have just had her say, "I think you found something," without the fucking mind palace? Oh my fuck. I swear to fuck, dude, I am losing respect for this game as time goes on. Primarily because, one, this investigative shit, which I don't really care for, because it's not what this game was touted as. But two, because what's the fucking point of the fucking mind palace? It's redundant. Okay, nothing that the mind palace has led to has any real purpose. Like, she could have easily, I could have easily just look at all these points, and she could have pieced it together without putting some fucking paper on some goddamn stupid-ass board. Why the fuck is the Mind Palace a thing? I swear to God, it better have some kind of expanded purpose later on, because if not, then fuck the fucking Mind Palace. Holy shit.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence.
My fucking point exactly. And notice how they gloss over that. How did you put that together? How indeed. I wanted to let 2 game, but it's not going to address it because it's bullshit.
You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing, Tammy.
Now, Tammy, here's a simple way of doing that. And honestly, she should have done this anyway. This is 2023. Take out... I'll even grab mine. My real life one. That way I don't have to just use air. Take out your do-it-all device called a fucking mobile phone. A lot of people don't even really use it as a phone anymore. Hell, I barely use mine as a phone, to be honest with you. But take out your phone. I'll even show you the screensaver. Yeah. But, like, just take out your phone. See? Take it out. Here's what I want you to do, Tammy. Okay? take out your phone, go to the picture, see that? Go to the picture and take a picture. That's all you do. That's all you gotta do. No need to be so distraught about this whole thing. Just take a fucking picture. And now that I use cam, I can actually do that.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful.
Because you're writing your own book, right? So it doesn't really make sense if you have the actual thing. You don't have to have the actual thing, just have a picture of it, because it does the same shit anyway. Because all the book's gonna have in it is the fucking picture.
Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream.
Rose.
Oh, God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl.
I know this is for exposition's sake, but for anybody who doesn't have anything called tact and or class, if you are meeting up with somebody for the first time in a long time that you haven't seen in forever, and they left town because of some tragedy is what it sounds like, when you see them again, don't immediately bring up the fucking tragedy. Like, let me tell you, like, let me give an example of how not only disrespectful, but also fucked up that is. Say, I don't know. Say Susie dies. Whoever Susie is doesn't really matter. Let's just say they're close to Susie. Susie dies, so they leave town, right? They come back 5 years later. You see the person in question. This is like saying, bro, or yo, person, good to see you, man. How's Susie doing? She's still dead, right? Yeah, that bitch. Like that might as well be what she says right here. First off, no class, disrespectful. What's the third word I'm thinking of? Insensitive. There we go. Jesus Christ, lady. At least if it's like a death or some shit. Like, fuck.
How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about.
It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do.
That makes it even fucking
horrible
worse.
Thing happened to my baby girl.
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is.
Because she would have known.
You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No.
They might be using this sort of bullshit blocking out memories thing as some kind of bullshit excuse for whatever the fuck they're trying to go with here. Here's the thing, though. When it comes to traumatic events, you can block out certain things, yes, but the entire fucking event? I'm incredulous. I have some questions.
You're mistaking me for someone else.
That's what I'm saying.
If you say so.
I mean, she's probably not, but realistically she would be. Yeah, if somebody's baby drowned, probably best to avoid mentioning that at all costs. Jesus fucking Christ, this chick. Nobody taught her any fucking manners.
So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces.
Speaking of coffee orders, I'll pause it again. This is very off topic, but I just thought I'd mention it because of coffee orders. I don't normally drink coffee. One, because it's just disgusting unless you put milk and sugar in it. Two, it's expensive. Three, I can't sleep with it. Probably because of caffeine. I don't know. But and it's not even the sort of thing, well, that's the point, it wakes you up. It doesn't wake me up. It doesn't give me any more energy. It can be 2 in the morning, and I can be dead tired, but can't sleep.
because of coffee. That being said, though, there is one type of coffee coffee, quote, quote, that I've been recommended. And I got recommended this like 4 fucking years ago and I still haven't gotten it from Starbucks called a double chocolate chip frappuccino. I've been recommended that and I've remembered it ever since, but I haven't gotten it. Why haven't I gotten it? Because I don't go to fucking Starbucks. Well, the recommendation wasn't the sort of thing where it's like, dude, you gotta go now and get the double chocolate chip frappuccino. The recommendation was more along the lines of, hey, if you ever find yourself going to Starbucks for any reason, you should definitely get this. Now, as far as this bitch knowing anybody in town, I can get behind that because this seems like a small backwater ass city. So,
Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious, but soon enough there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
that was the game saying, hey, your job's going to get a lot more difficult later on in the game. I think I'm definitely going to do where I only stream Alan Wake's part of this because fuck. Yeah, once I get done streaming here, it'll be only Alan Wake's part of it, because I honestly don't care for this.
This is exactly why I hate small towns.
Keep it down, Ed. You know how touchy
Really?
these rural types can be.
City slickers. I'll tell you this. I've lived in a backwater ass city before, but not as an adult. And that was a long time ago. I won't mention my age here, but I'll just give a little hint. 21 plus. That's my age range. I'm over the age of 21. That's all I'll say. But I'll tell you this. I've never lived in a big city, but I lived in medium-sized cities. In fact, I live in a medium-sized city right now. And I'll tell you what, if I had a choice between, well, no, I haven't lived in one, but I have been to big cities. And I'll tell you what, if I have to find a place to live, I would rather live in a small town than in a big city any day. I will take this small-time diner over 5 blocks of skyscrapers any day. The traffic is a pain in the ass, and all the other problems is just bullshit. Anyway, they'll probably go to the fucking Mind Palace now, right? For the profiling, whatever the fuck. No? Okay, cool.
All set. My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well,
And this
Casey,
FBI
I got a
agent
lead.
partner who's basically
Looks
a
like
waste
we're
of
dealing with
space.
a cult. The cult of the tree.
And I mean that, because, like, this Casey guy, he's the partner. What the fuck has he done so far? Aside from having coffee. He's done nothing. He's useless.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. The wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff.
Here's why I'm tilting a little bit here. One thing you'll notice on the screen, well, the game portion of the screen, those roads are going in an incline. Is this based on some kind of like, there's a city in Washington where the roads are like that. In the downtown area especially, they're like all inclined up.
Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
You know what? I recognize the sheriff. He's in several things, but the thing I recognize him the most as right now is a show called The Boys. So I guess they scanned him in this game. Because
Hey,
I
what do you
recognize
know
him.
about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why?
Space
What'd you do
case?
now?
She kept
You
saying
mean not
that my
paying the
daughter
fuck
drowned.
attention?
She even knew my name. was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible, but it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Just
Anything you
here.
need,
Pay my
just
ticket.
let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Have a nice day.
So we
Come
share a
on.
morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Or are you?
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient.
Yeah.
I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
Holy fuck. Small dick. No, I'm kidding.
What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Yeah. Give me a second. There we go. Officially back.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Yeah. Let's get rid of all this useless.
That's not right. Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Maybe. I don't get this lot as fuck. Cause of bloating? Yeah.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. I need to know more about the Code of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down.
I swear, dude. Okay, like, I'm streaming this right now, but I swear, dude, if I was just recording this, then, like, during the editing process, I would cut out every single time that the Mind Palace has to be used just to streamline the game, because all it is recapping shit you already know. God, the Mind Palace is so useless. I am so far not impressed by this game whatsoever. If it wasn't for the promise of actual Alan Wake, I wouldn't even fucking continue it.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
I may have been wrong. Maybe I spoke a bit too soon. Maybe Alan Wake's portion of the game won't be the only parts that do survival horror. Maybe it just took like a fucking hour and a half at the goddamn game to actually get started. Because now this is getting interesting. And not just because of the violence and all that, I don't care about that, but because now it's about more than just investigating. But that brings up another problem. Is this game then going to be like Soma? Why do I compare it to Soma? Soma is touted as a horror game. Here's the thing about Soma though. Soma is not a horror game. Soma is a very narrative-focused game with pockets of horror here and there. So is this game going to be like that, where it's like an investigative game with pockets of horror here and there? I kind of feel like it, and that doesn't bode well for me. Just try staying in the light, which is so ironic because usually you'd stay in the darkness.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Safe havens will restore some of your health. If you leave or attack from a safe haven while combat, it'll become temporary.
Go!
End of chapter. So chapter 1 is kind of fucking boring. Okay, so hopefully chapter 2 will be better. Yeah, I gotta say, gaming has conditioned me to shoot for the head. So it just takes a fucking hour and a half for the goddamn game to actually get interesting. Okay, that works. Hey, whatever the game needs to do, right? I don't give a shit anymore. Just continue with it. Fuck a song.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
Actually, the page didn't predict it. The page commanded it.
He just disappeared?
Yep.
What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're going to do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the
He
sheriff
wasn't needed
was
anymore.
letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit.
But it's what you
This
put on
was
papers.
supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
More like a
Looks to
zombie.
me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose.
Yeah. Fuck me.
The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light, lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them, hurt the darkness in them, made them vulnerable. I flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker, lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing a monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror.
Well, if the goal is to find out where Nightingale went, he was in the hallway.
These pages are important. Breaker dropped one before he disappeared.
Ironically, I was just about to start looking for it. Where the fuck? There it is.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale. Into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
But we just figured it out. He went to the lake. Unless the game wants to bullshit with me, pretending that I don't know. Yeah, I know where he went. What can I do here? Right. Yeah. Figure out the fucker went. I'm already, like, he's at the lake.
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
Spilling salt. Congratulations, I guess?
This mug always cheers me up. The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one.
Like, I guess I should check the manuscript? I don't know what the fuck else to do, I'll be honest with you. Like, I already know where he went. Game, what more do you want from me?
I can't get through this.
And you can't get out of that either. So, what the fuck? Okay, fine. You want me to use a Mind Palace. What fucking for? Nothing is there. Okay, cool. What about the fucking case thingy? Jesus Christ. Neat, cool.
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
Is that it now? We done here? Since you made me put those pictures on the wall for no reason? Oh, nope. Okay, cool.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders.
No
This
shit.
became much more complicated.
Oh my god.
I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Why is this even necessary?
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future.
Oh my god.
There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Oh my god. I'll be completely real with you. This Mind Palace, like, all you have to do is remove it from the game, and this game would be infinitely better. Is this done now? I do not give the slightest fuck. Do you see what I mean? I picked up the fucking thing from the fucking floor. He said what he said on it. He was at a lake. Why did I have to do the unnecessary steps of putting that bullshit on the fucking Mind Palace wall? Why in fuck couldn't this fucking dialogue to fucking go with the fucking lake, the fucking cauldron fucking lake, just fucking been there? What the fuck is the point of the fucking Mind Palace?
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him.
All the Mind Palace does is recap. Okay, this reminds me, I'm gonna go off topic here. This reminds me of Naruto, the anime. Well, the manga. Here's why I compare it to that. Here's what that shit does, because I did read that actually like 10 fucking years ago, or more than that. But here's why I mentioned that. Here's what Naruto does. You'll see something happen, and then they'll talk about it as a worthless recap, right? Let's say you'll have two guys in the park, right? You'll see one guy punch another guy in the face. Fair enough, right? Well, after that, you'll have two jerk-offs in the fucking park who will sit there and go, "Oh my god, did you see that? Oh, he just punched him in the face. Holy shit, that was cool." And it's like, yeah, as though I didn't just fucking see it for myself. That's why I mentioned that. Why the fuck do I need the fucking Mind Palace? It's not needed. Oh my god.
Before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
Dude, take out the fucking Mind Palace, and this game, like...
We heard gunshots, yo.
I swear to fucking
Did you get
Christ.
spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
By the way, I keep on moving forward like that and then moving backwards because I have a little bit of stick drift. So she's moving forward on her own, and I'm moving backwards because I'm pulling it back.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was...
But dude, the stupid fucking Mind Palace. Oh my fucking fuckity fuck. I cannot fucking say how fucking much I fucking hate the fucking Mind Palace. My fucking fuckity fuck the fucking Mind Palace and everything it fucking stands for. Fuck it to hell, fuck it to heaven, fuck it to fucking purgatory.
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
Smart choice, Anderson.
Fuck the fucking motherfucking cocksucking fucking Mind Palace.
Yeah. We need backup. The Bright
Fuck
Falls
it fucking
case.
thing to fucking hell. Jesus fucking fuckity fuck.
ASAP.
My fucking fuckity fucking fuckity fucking fuck fuck fuck.
We'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
Not fucking playing with you. Bro, after the first fucking one, fucking maybe, but here's the fucking thing. This fucking guy fucking described a fucking body, fucking coming back to fucking life, basically, without a fucking heart, and then fucking not being able to fucking see this fucking bitch in the fucking light. And all it fucking came true, and you even fucking admitted to your fucking selves it was fucking super fucking natural. So with all that fucking bullshit in fucking mind, how the fuck would you be able to fucking question at this fucking point?
I'm gonna take a quick look around.
Like fucking honestly,
Meet
how
you
the
back at
fuck can you
car.
do that?
See you in a bit.
Fuck taking a fucking look around. I'm going back to the fucking lake right now. I've wasted enough fucking time on this fucking Mind Palace fucking bullshit. To fucking be doing some fucking around type fucking bullshit, dude. Fuck exploring this fucking town. Fucking straight the fuck up. I'm going right the fuck back to the fucking lake, which I should have been able to fucking do 10 fucking minutes ago after I first picked up the fucking manuscript page. But no, I had to go to the fucking Mind Palace, the fucking redundant fucking place, for no motherfucking reason, and to put some bullshit fucking pictures on the fucking thingy, corkboard, to be able to do the fucking option. Oh, where is he at? Oh, the manuscript page says he's at the fucking lake, but I don't know that until I put these fucking things on my fucking corkboard. Fuck that fucking thing, dude. I swear to God. Okay.
Check out the town, Anderson.
Okay.
Just getting my bearings. Ready to go?
Waiting on you.
I will fucking... Why even be anywhere else? The only points of interest, why would I even want to explore? Honestly. The only fucking points of interest were the fucking diner and the fucking morgue. I've already been in the fucking diner, I've already been in the fucking morgue. Why the fuck stay here any fucking longer? This game doesn't have fucking side missions. So unless I want to talk, and like, I highly, with the Mind Palace bullshit, I highly doubt that talking to any fucking body here is going to progress me anymore. So unless this is some kind of bullshit fucking collectible like the fucking thermos from the first fucking game, I don't fucking see the fucking point. Just fucking saying. Elderwood. Palace Lodge. Fuck fucking palaces. Fuck your fucking Mind Palace. I know. Let's fucking go. Jesus fucking fuckity fuck. I ask again, Casey, why the fuck are you here? You're not doing shit. Oh my fuck. And now we get a worthless fucking cutscene of fucking driving with fucking these two fucking motherfuckers talking.
Here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey.
Based on fucking me, motherfucker.
Haha.
Fucking fuckity fuck.
Job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up.
Fucking
it was
maybe.
a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake.
Fuck.
The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And 10 years later, haven't found shit.
This might be connected to him. His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Fucking, it fucking
Next
does.
time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Now I just hope the fucking information from the fucking bullshit fucking gets to the fucking shit in the fucking narrative in the fucking game sooner than fucking later from this fucking piece of fucking shit fucking Mind fucking Palace. Because fucking fuckity fuck. Return to the heart. Okay, so this is chapter 2. I'll
The
say
page
this.
says Nightingale's in something called an overlap.
Yep.
Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's
I will
start looking
fucking
for
tell you
Nightingale
this.
where he was killed.
No shit. I will fucking tell you this. Whoever the fuck on this fucking dev team thought of using a fucking Mind Palace, fucking fire them. Fucking for fucking real, dude. Fuck the fucking Mind Palace. Even in other games, like take Twin Mirror, because I mentioned Twin Mirror before. Even take Twin Mirror. Twin Mirror had a Mind Palace also. But here's the fucking difference. With Twin Mirror, you actually fucking use the Mind Palace to figure out new shit. Now, granted, again, like this game does do that in one way because, like, with the profile part of it, she can somehow psychically just read people's minds and what the fuck they're doing, which I don't fucking get, but that's how the fucking goes. Twin Mirrors, I remember it being sort of the same way, where he just kind of pulls shit out of his ass, like in the Mind Palace, and figures shit out. It's similar in that way, so it's still kind of bullshit, but at least it's not just fucking reiterating what we already know. At least using the Mind Palace in that game is actually necessary because it progresses things. You find out shit from it. All this game's fucking Mind Palace is a bullshit recap. I don't need a fucking bullshit ass fucking recap game. Motherfucking fuckity fuck fuckity fuck fucking fuckity fuck.
Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules.
I'm gonna say this. My fucking catchphrase for this fucking game. In many horror games, my catchphrase is basically to tell any element that scares me to fuck itself. In this fucking game, my fucking catchphrase is gonna be fuck the fucking Mind Palace. Cause seriously, fuck the fucking Mind
This
Palace.
strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
Fuck the fucking motherfucking cocksucking fucking mind palace. Fuck it to fucking hell. Fuck everything it fucking stands for. Fuck the fucking fuck out of it. In case I haven't already said it once before, fuck the fucking mind palace. What really sets me over the edge is that last part of it, where I pick up the fucking manuscript. He says he's at the fucking lake, but for no reason I have to sit there and put the fucking pictures on the corkboard before I can tell him, let's go back to the lake. Fucking why?
About the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
The ones who don't give a fuck. But like, just, The only part of the Mind Palace that fucking matters, and I want to keep going on this, but I'm ranting. The only part of the fucking Mind Palace that makes any fucking sense is the fucking profile part, 'cause at least you fucking figure fucking shit out. But even that fucking part is fucking kind of fucking bullshit, because it doesn't fucking tell you the fuck she figures the fucking shit in the first fucking place.
My experience, they don't.
Motherfucking fuckity
We're
fuck.
not seeing the full picture yet.
How fucking high is the fucking fuck count gonna fucking go on this fucking stream? Who the fuck knows? But as long as they keep fucking bullshitting with the fucking Mind Palace, it'll be fucking good to go.
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing, huh?
Motherfuck no. But fucking fuckity fuck.
Why don't you
I
come
don't.
over and say hi?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Even fucking Twin Mirror does it better. If you're gonna have a fucking Mind Palace in a fucking game, make it fucking useful. How about that? Jesus fucking Christ. Like, without that, okay, here's the funny thing. Alan Wake 1 wastes 80% of its time on bullshit, where you go from point A to point B to point C, fighting assholes along the way, and then nothing happens at each location. This game is also finding it. Like, I feel like the devs this time found a way. They're like, look, you know, the first game was like 70% filler from bullshit. So how the fuck can we do filler in this game, but make it not exactly the same filler as last time because that'd get old? Oh, how about we put this bullshit, redundant ass fucking game mechanic in called the fucking Mind Palace, where you just put papers on a fucking corkboard for no reason. That's how we're gonna fucking do this one. Jesus fucking Christ on fucking geese. Fucking motherfucker.
Hello, Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And
Not
yes,
fantastic to
Stephen
fucking
here
meet
hired
you.
me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business, fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
Fuck's
I bet you
FBC.
two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything
How would
that
he
could help
not?
us?
People tend to tell me things.
Fucking
The
newspapers.
Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater, Saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
Oh yeah, I remember now. I remember, because Alan Wake 1, because Control, the game, and Alan Wake are both created by Remedy, and they like to put their games in the shared universe or some bullshit, and the FBC is like, that's Control's whole thing. Granted, Control, not a good game. I gotta be honest here, dude. Control is not a good game.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Pulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by.
This guy talks about a lot of bullshit, and normally I wouldn't even listen to him, except that there might be some exposition here somewhere. And it's just me, or does every once in a while this chick go British almost? Because to some extent, to me, she almost sounds like a Lara Croft type shit.
Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They
You don't have any better security against fucking raccoons?
Like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
That's all for now.
I'll give that guy one thing though. FBC is definitely classified. In that game, in Control, you play as Jesse Faden, and she becomes a CEO because some, like, I don't know, godlike entities choose her or some bullshit. It's not clear to me. But like, she's basically the fucking like top dog CEO of the FBC, and yet even for her, like 80% of every document you find is redacted.
Let's get to the murder site, Casey.
I played that game back in...
A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
I was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime
I don't need to activate the goddamn thing.
I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Fuck's an overlap.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Monsters? Overlaps?
God fucking damn it, there we go.
Rituals? What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around, learn what this ritual is. After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else.
Oh, fuck.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it.
Okay, is the fucking game actually gonna get fucking interesting from here on out again? Fucking tell me it fucking is. Fucking please. For the love of fucking fuck. Here's one thing about it. Like, the investigation part of this game, I don't particularly like it because it's not what the game was sold as. But, like, the Mind Palace just makes it infinitely fucking worse. Like,
the tracks lead into the water.
Here's my thing about it.
Where'd you go from here?
Having most of this be investigative is like I don't know, having like your fucking skin ripped off or some shit, right? And then the Mind Palace is putting the salt in the wound. Like, motherfuck.
I can feel something. A presence. Nightingale isn't far.
12, huh? I call bullshit. Here's what I call bullshit. The standard issue... I imagine the FBI uses the standard issue kind of handgun, like a Glock sort of thing. And the standard issue with that would be 7 rounds, 8 if you count one in the chamber, not 12. Sorry to say. I could be wrong about that, but that's what I imagine. Handguns aren't M4s. They're not made to carry 30 fucking rounds. And yes, it is how many M4s carry. And M16s. But M4s and M16s are basically the same. Like, M4s are basically just lightweight, better versions of M16s, so... Then you got the M14, which is something different altogether.
I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
Yeah.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's Ladle?
See? Now that is what I'm talking about. That is an actual use for the Mind Palace. Granted, it's a bullshit way, because like I said, it's just basically psychic bullshit, but at least it's progressing something and not just a bullshit fucking recap of a fucking picture on a fucking corkboard fucking wall for no fucking reason. That's the part that fucking bothers me the fucking most. Jesus fucking Christ. As if, I know I've already said like 10 fucking times, but good fuck. Let me rant, please. I don't often get irritated / frustrated in games, but I'll tell you what, the fucking Mind Palace fucking irritates / fucking frustrates me. My fuck. Alright, now where's this fucking tree? That's a fucking tree stump. That's a fucking thingy. I'll look through this water one more time, but I'm about done with this shit. Because what the fuck? There we fucking go.
These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
Let's go to the worthless fucking mind thingy. Something rushed through her. A presence. Familiar. She couldn't quite place it. Something long forgotten. She tried to hold on to it, but it was already gone. Inside, a bright light. An object that stood out to Saga. Stood out from the dusty animal skulls and cauldron. as if the light had manifested them, pulling them from darkness. A shift of from reality, and then the cabinet under the manuscript page.
Light is the key. To stay safe. But for something more to be revealed as well. Is Witch's Ladle the doorway into the overlap? If so, that's where I'll find Nightingale.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place.
That it? Can I progress now that I've done that useless bullshit? What does give me any kind of hint towards it? Not really. So, an hour and a half in, and I get a single pocket of goodness. And now I guess I have to wait for a while longer before I get anything else.
This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
Witches' huts. Here lived the Witch of Cauldron Lake. Beware, her spirit may still haunt this place. I'm sure it just fucking might.
This fuse is busted.
Friday. Midge told me today their family's moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her I like her yet. A kid. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and get her to a better school in a big city. I guess it's fair. Well, big city doesn't equal better school, but I guess it's fair. Who wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls? Sunday. So I told her. She said thanks. Ooh. Fucking kill me. You know, I get that. Ooh. Monday. I snuck out last night again. Went to the big house by the lake. Instead of just watching it from here like I always do. Instead of just sitting around like I always do. Fuck that. Anyway, something weird is going on down there. I'm gonna find out what tomorrow. Gonna be back there tomorrow. Which better gear? I bet I can find a way inside the building. Take some photos. It's gonna be epic. How is that paper not getting wet from this rain? That's what I want to wonder.
This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
Well, it's working in your fucking benefit right now, so what the fuck are you complaining about? Motherfucking fuckity fuck. Oh, apparently this is a break. Hold up. Does this game not autosave? Does this game only manually save? Here's what astonishes me. This is called a break room. This is the first break room I've been to in the game so far. I am roughly 2 hours and 10 minutes in. If this game doesn't autosave, then this is going to be a game I won't play. Like, I am not getting backtracked 2 hours and 10 minutes, especially not with those fucking mind palaces that take up like 70% of the time as it is anyway. Holy shit. I guess I'll just save there. Go on. There we go. 1 hour, 41 minutes played. Fucking really?
Another page. Making progress.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
That's it? Break room, huh? There was a save room. There's no way that's the only way you can save the game, because that's one break room in this whole game so far. After basically 2 fucking hours. Let me guess. I'm officially gonna have my first enemy to fight.
Witch's ladle, towering over Saga, watching her and the witch. The image of the witch in the sign. Nightingale's heart, a cold, dead lump in her hand. Her definition of sanity had changed since she arrived in this town. But she trusted the pages. Was forced to. Saga addressed the witch. She squinted to read the first part of the ritual words. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. The words she had read on the page. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign. This was the key. The tree was the threshold.
I'm guessing I don't have the heart with me. Interpret the page's meaning. Wait. That looks like a heart. Sort of. What? Whatever. Let me go back to Casey. And I guess I'll find out whether this game saves or not without having to use that thermos. And I can tell you right the fuck now, if it doesn't, I'm not continuing this. Because that's horseshit. I still say fuck the fucking Mind Pals, but if you can't do shit with that, then fuck it hell.
A creepy twig sculpture?
Already read it. Motherfucking fuck, though. I'll tell you what, Remedy. At least you didn't follow your original path with Control. At least this fucking game's mini-map is actually worth a fuck. Because Control, 3 games with god-awful maps. One is Control, one is Tormented Souls, one is Phobia St. Infinite Hotel. All 3 of those fucking games have shitty motherfucking thingies. Let me go to that black circle. There's gotta be something there, right? Gotta be. Fuck. Put the heart through the hole. So where's the fucking heart? Or the fucking hole? I mean, I know where the hole is, but where's the fucking heart? I can tell you right now, if I can't figure this shit out soon enough, I will just say fuck it. What, is there something I missed in this fucking place that's supposed to get me further or some shit? Oh, there we go, the radio.
Ugh.
I don't care about this. That it?
The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual.
Oh my fucking god.
To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign.
Yeah, that's what the fucking thing said.
Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now?
I swear to God, why does she need to recap everything? I've known this for the past 5 minutes as soon as I fucking read the... I was saying... Okay, so note to self, if I'm going to continue this game. Note to self, anytime any significant event happens whatsoever, any clues found, go to the Mind Palace, that way I can pointlessly do all this bullshit. Jesus fucking Christ.
I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
Just leaned close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale, the opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
While they played cards in the general store, the witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge.
Well, thank fucking shit, I'm basically already there.
I need to check the general store for the heart. Casey, I'm headed to the general store. I think I know how to get into the overlap.
Roger that. I followed some ATV tracks in the woods and got a bit turned around.
Did you... Christ!
Toggle flashlight boost to burn through the darkness.
Occultist. A monster. Like Nightingale.
Nothing. Why did you let me open it then?
The text on the heart is clearer now. Legible.
The wave crushed on the far side of the mirror.
I feel like I recognize this. The fridge. The heart. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream.
Oh, my
and now
fucking
I need to give the heart to the witch. Makes total sense.
To some extent.
There are cultists in the area. They're taken. Watch yourself out there.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'm still finding my way back.
You have the...
Any city in America I can get through drunk and blindfolded. It's these damn trees.
Okay. I'm en route to Witch's Ladle. I need to perform a ritual to open the overlap. This case just keeps getting weirder. But it is...
You're kidding.
Fighting.
So this really doesn't This really only manual saves. Honestly, I still stand by my position of fuck the fucking Mind Palace, but I'll tell you what. I might not continue this game purely over that. Over no manual saves. I mean, fucking really? Oh, here's the fucking Alan Wake gameplay. What part of this is survival horror again? Like, what the fuck? Yes, the fucking heart. And I have to save this shit manually? That's a big problem for me, because, like, if I have shit to do, then what the fuck?
I brought you the Heart Witch. Show me the terror.
Fuck you indeed.
Are you still on your way? Casey! Casey, do you read me?
Obviously fucking not.
Logan! Where are you? What the fuck was that? Logan's back in Virginia. You're imagining things.
Fuck was the point then?
What was that?
Some bullshit it wasn't what it was.
Did I get turned around? No, this is right. This place is looping. Like a nightmare.
I don't fucking know.
He's here. Nightingale.
Trapped here.
escape. Danger.
Who is that? It's like
You
they're
just stay
coming
with
in over a
Nightingale?
bad signal. Nightingale's badge.
Is anything gonna happen here?
Nightingale.
This dodge is not big enough, dude. I know it's not how it goes. Okay, so it starts from here. That gives you some hope. Oh.
Run! I have to get to safety.
Where the fuck is safety? Holy shit, homie. How do you expect me to be able to do shit in here, game? Look at this narrow ass fucking space you got me going. Okay, you know what? Just like that, I'm bored. I'm not bored, but like I'm sick of this for now. What I'm gonna do is I'll continue this later on. Straight up, I'm just kind of sick of it. I will try this again. If I start here, I will continue it. If I do not, if I start at that like that witch's hut, whatever, then I'm not continuing it. That's how this is gonna go. Thank you for your time. Goodbye for now.